watching Business Trends Today exclusively on ASBN.
Tax season is here, and this year it comes with significant changes under the newly enacted One Big Beautiful Bill Act. The law includes substantial tax reforms designed to support small business growth, and many provisions are available starting now, including for expenses dating back to January 20th, 2025. So joining us today is Tom Sullivan, Vice President of Small Business Policy at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is leading a nationwide education push to help small businesses understand these changes and is hosting roundtables across the country with business owners, local chamber leaders, and members of Congress. Tom, welcome into the show. And wow, you must be a very busy young man these days.
Oh, we're all busy, Jim. It's great to be here, and thank you for helping get the word out about tax season.
Sure. So tax season is underway. Why was it important for the Chamber to launch a focused education push right now for small businesses?
Well, Jim, I'll admit this is a little bit different than our normal blocking and tackling. Usually we're up on Capitol Hill, we're at the White House, in government agencies, telling them to do certain things that help small business, or sometimes we're telling them not to do things that hurt small business. To actually work so hard, probably about a year and a half of effort and lobbying and advocacy to enact a bill that, as you know, was signed into law last July. We're discovering that that's not where the work stops. And in fact, there's even more hard work for us to do ahead to make sure that small business owners go to their tax advisor and ask, how can I take advantage of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act?
For sure. So the Chamber has created a tax one-pager that I happen to have my copy of right here, and you do too. So that's fantastic, and also a landing page outlining key provisions of the new law. What are the most impactful changes small business owners should understand immediately?
Jim, I think the biggest change is the doubling of write-off limits that small businesses are now able to have. And this actually comes through in a couple of the different tax code changes. 179 expensing, which is the expensing of software, equipment, furniture. That's double the amount. Bonus depreciation also doubled. So when a small business owner has a wish list, that wish list now can be turned into capital investments to improve their business. With it, almost 100% immediately expense. Now, you and I can't give tax advice, and so I don't want someone getting into an argument with the IRS saying, "Hey, look, Jim and Tom told me this is 100% expensable." But we do mean to get small business owners excited about purchasing improvements to their business because this new tax law incentivizes that. Now, there is actually a big part of what happened last year I do want to mention, and that is that our push to make the tax code more business friendly did include making a number of the provisions permanent, and we were successful. We prevented a massive tax hike for small business, and this deduction, it's called the 20% deduction, now is permanent. So not only should small business owners be excited about increased expensing limits, they also can have that discussion with their tax advisor. Okay, now that this 20% deduction is permanent, how do we plan for next year and the year after? That planning process is something we've been handicapped from in years past because Congress has passed something in, phased something out. There's been a little bit of a roller coaster when it comes to small businesses and taxes. And we're very thankful that roller coaster is over. And now's the time to get with your tax advisor, plan ahead, plan for how you're going to grow your business with IRS enabling you to keep more of your hard-earned money so that you can pour that back into the business.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. The law also allows immediate expensing of research and experimental cost equipment and certain property improvements. How do these expanded deductions help small businesses free up cash to invest in growth?
Well, thanks. Jim, this is one of those provisions within the tax code that has been a roller coaster over the past 4 years. 5 years ago, there was a 40-year tradition of being able to immediately expense research and development. And then for whatever reason, Congress decided, well, we're going to change that, and we're going to require small businesses to amortize those R&D costs over 5, 10, or 15 years. And your viewers know that amortization means that it freezes up capital, and it doesn't allow that small business to free up capital for business improvements. Now, luckily, we were able to convince Congress to restore that immediate expensing of R&D expenses. Not only that, but the small business owners who have been amortizing over the past 3 years, they're able to actually redo those taxes, file amended returns, and get money back. It's a retroactive tax policy, and we're excited about that. And quite frankly, Jim, because we talk about how innovative small business members are, these small businesses can compete globally, and our economy writ large competes globally, and we win that innovation race.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And the immediate expensing for R&D is part of what makes America so competitive when it comes to innovation.
Yep, I love it. It's so true. You're hosting roundtables nationwide with small business owners and members of Congress. What are you hearing directly from Main Street about how these tax reforms are affecting them?
So, Jim, this past year has been really interesting. The law passed in July, and quite frankly, not many small business owners wake up in August, September, and October and say, "Oh, I'm going to go and talk with my tax advisor." And so it was really useful to partner with members of Congress and explain, look, if you don't talk with your tax advisor, you're leaving cash on the table. And seeing the light bulb go on in front of these small business owners and the gratitude they showed to the members of Congress who voted for this pro-growth tax policy, it was really heartwarming. And it also showed us we have a lot of work left to do to help educate small businesses about the opportunity that's in front of them. And now that we're in the middle of tax season, the time is right for small businesses to be able to take advantage of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So for business owners watching today who may feel kind of overwhelmed with all of this, what practical first step should they take to make sure they're maximizing these new benefits in this tax season?
If you're using a software program to do your taxes, then prompt that software to tell you the advantages of the new tax law. If you're utilizing tax advisors or CPAs, every small business owner should start the discussion with those tax advisors asking what part of the new tax bill could benefit my small business. Mm-hmm. That's really all we're asking for small businesses to do. And we're excited about how that response is going to happen and how much that wish list of purchases will then turn into capital investments for small business.
That's fantastic. So Tom Sullivan, Vice President of Small Business Policy at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, fighting the good fight for you business owners every day. Thank you so much for joining us on the show to talk about this One Big Beautiful Bill Act and all of the definite advantages to it. I know that our viewing audience and our small business owners that are watching today will get a lot out of it. So for those of you that have been listening to us have this conversation, make the call now to your tax advisor, your tax accountants, and get more information on this and figure out how you can benefit from it, because it sounds like there are some real benefits to your business and your bottom line. So Tom, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Jim, thank you. And thank you, ASBN, for your partnership.
Great, thanks.
Thanks for watching Business Trends Today exclusively on ASBN.